in expressions and equations, okay, separated by like plus signs and minus signs. Okay, well here, same thing. Each individual number or value is going to be called a term. All right. Okay, the following are examples of arithmetic or arithmetic sequences. All right, so here you have 4, 7, 10, 13, 16, 19. Okay, anybody who sees the pattern here?
It's going up by 4.
It's going up by not 4, by 3. Okay. All right. Uh-oh, here we go.
4 plus 4 is 7.
When you're done with these three, I'll take it.
All right, Joe, let me take this one off, okay?
What?
All right, now I got 1.2, 2, 2.8, 3.6, 4.4, 5.2. Okay, Evan, what do you think? Going up by 0.8 every time. Very good.
I thought it was
So,
going down.
what would, Joe, please? Evan, what would the next one be?
6.
6. Very good. 6 or 6.0. Okay, nice job. And then we got, let's look at one more here. All right. At 27, 21, 15, 9, 3, negative 3. What's going on here, Jordan?
Down by 6.
It's going down by 6. So my next one would be what?
Negative 9.
Negative 9. I'd go negative 9, negative 15, negative 21. Okay. Very good. All right.
Wait, this is
It's like a trumpet.
Yeah.
What a trumpet you?
Is that all you need? Nice. Push.
Yes.
All right, sorry, I just had to finish selling my lawnmower on Facebook Marketplace.
You shout to Evan?
I did not sell Devin, no. He's bought a few of them.
I should have bought it.
He should have. It actually, this one actually runs.
If you scroll up to 1.
Holy cow, what have you guys been doing?
No, I just need to see.
We're supposed to write those down for 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Oh, we were?
Wait, what's the next
Are
one?
we supposed to
No,
have-
we
wait,
were just
we're
shouting
supposed to
each
write
other.
them down?
Oh my god.
There's 3.
No.
Well, show her how to be a good student. Yeah.
Show hand.
That's better.
Is it not?
All right, these are all arithmetic sequences where they go up by a set amount. And once you see the pattern will continue, forever. So if you get down what you can, we can come back to this in a minute. You don't need to get them all down if you were weren't paying attention here. But not all sequences are arithmetic. All right, this should be that number 1 there, right in the middle of the page. This one is down there for you. The main thing that they talk about is a common difference. The common difference is whatever you add to get the next term. Sometimes you can just look at it and tell me what the common difference is. I know that. Is this arithmetic? Does it go up by a set amount? Yeah. What is that set amount? 4. We call that the common difference. We label it with a D. So you would say D equals 4. Once you say that, you're saying it's arithmetic. Now it says list the next 3 terms. Well, we go up by 4. So I'm just going to put 25, 29, 33. That's all we're doing. Okay. For that space right above there. Okay, let's make sure we get that filled in. Okay. When the terms of a sequence differ by the same non-zero number D, the sequence is an arithmetic sequence, so that should go up in that first space. And D is the common difference. So if you're adding 2 every time, now if it's going down, that's still arithmetic, but D will be a negative number. So if this goes down by 4 every time, then D would be -4. Okay, got that? We good? All right, so that first one, we said it's arithmetic. We said D was 4. The second one, I think this was already written there, right? So 10, 8, 5, 1. Okay, is that arithmetic?
No.
No, because it goes down by, there's a pattern, but it's not the same pattern. So this is not arithmetic. That's all you would say.
When people get out of school, arithmetic.
Okay. Now, like I said, some of them you can just look at. I'll show you how to figure this out. All right, the third one. -3/4, -4, 1/4, 1/4, 3/4. Does it increase or decrease the common amount, Jordan?
Increase
Increase, do you know what that amount is?
of 1/2.
It is 1/2. So this is arithmetic. Hold on here.
I feel like I'm gonna take this and do a reason
D is 1/2. Like Jordan said, in the next 3 terms. Jordan, you know what the next 3 terms would be?
5/4,
Okay.
7/4, and 9/4.
And you can just leave them as fractions as they have them. And 1/2 is the same as 2/4, which is what he's just doing that in his head, making it 2/4. So it becomes 5/4, 7/4, 9/4. Okay. So that is arithmetic. It goes up. Common amount. All right, Christian, you good?
What?
You got that?
I was trying to see how much time we have.
Alright. 2/3, 1/3, -1/3, -2/3. Oh, Joe, be careful. What are you gonna say?
It's going down by 1/2. I mean 1/3.
They got you.
What?
They got you.
1/3 and -1/3.
Okay, this is an easy one to miss because all right, the first one does go down by 1/3, but
Second one.
if it was going down by 1/3 each time, the next number would actually have to be a what? 0. Because since it skips over that, it's not.
Can you see the
It's not arithmetic.
Shut up. It's a loading wheel on my forehead. It's a loading wheel on my forehead. Which one?
Good job, Joe. The vocab? I didn't start
MVP of the
it.
Is there any other?
There's 15 questions. There's
Hey,
15.
just look at number 5 here, or copy down number 5. We're not gonna do number 6.
Just matching.
We're not gonna do number 6. We're just gonna do number 5. So copy that one down. -4, -2, 1, 5.
Oh,
What was four? Oh, wait.
it's going back down to 2 and 3.
Okay,
Wait, what was four?
so
Down by 2? Shut your
It's
mouth.
not.
Joe, Christian, settle.
Not arithmetic.
All right, it's not arithmetic.
Thank you.
Okay, it's not arithmetic. Okay. Like I said, sometimes you can just look at it and tell. Here's the actual test you would do just to make sure. You would actually subtract the terms. If you take 5 minus 1, you get 4. If you take 1 minus -2, that becomes a 3. If you take -2 minus -4, that's a 2. If they're all the same as arithmetic, if they're different, then it's not. More than often than not, you're just going to look at it. All right, now the one thing here we're going to do with a sequence is So you know this sequence. You can give me the next three terms. What if I said, what's the 100th term? Or what's the 200th term? You wouldn't want to list them all out. Jordan?
Can you just add, like multiply 4 times whatever it is and then add it to that number?
That's basically what we're going to do. We're going to come up with a little formula. So like if we wanted the 50th term or the 60th term or the 80th term, we don't have to list them all out. So that's kind of the next thing we want to look at. And it's there on the bottom of your page. I'm going to go through just a couple things here so I get to that point. And actually, let me just jump to there. Is this what you have on the bottom? Okay, this is the formula to find any term. The nth term, so it could be the 30th term or the 40th term or the 50th term. A sub 1, that's how you read that. A sub 1 means whatever the first term is plus n minus 1 times the common difference, which Jordan, what you were talking about, you multiply by that common difference. Okay, so it really depends on where it starts. All right, so flip that over to the back. Okay. Now at the top, go ahead and write down that formula. A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. In this case here, we put the d on the right-hand side. I know a lot of times you're used to it on the left-hand side, but it doesn't really matter which side you write it on. Evan?
We're gonna have to remember this for the test.
You know what, you will, because here's the problem. On the end of course test, they don't give it to you. Okay, so we'll kind of keep reviewing it. All right, so this is the case here. You need to find, the first term's not going to be difficult to find. It's whatever comes first. The common difference we need to make sure we identify. That's going to be 4. Now, we want to find the 16th term. So I'm going to start with that general form there. A sub n equals A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. Since we are looking for the 16th term, that means n is 16. That is what we use for n. Joe? Just wait. Let me earn my money today. So a sub 16 is equal to a sub 1, which is 4. That's the first term, plus 16 minus 1 times 4, because that's our d. Because basically it's going up 4 by 4, 15 different times. And we just have to add that to the first term. So a sub 16 equals 4 plus, well, what's 15 times 4? You can just use your calculators for that. That's what, 60?
64.
And then in the end,
Wait, what? Oh my God.
so your final answer is 64.
Oh yeah, that's right.
There you go.
Yeah, what? That's a big brain calculation.
Okay, so your final answer is 64. All right, let's do one here where, what's that? Holy cow, Christian.
Sorry, I'm slow.
No, let's use that one though, right down.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Is that what you do in football? You're like, hey, don't blow the whistle yet. Don't run too fast. I can't catch you.
No,
If you run a little bit slower, I can tackle you.
dang, that's fun.
Wait, can you score?
No, I can't. Tired of scrolling up.
Just one time.
No. All right. We want the 60th term. We want the 60th term. You don't want to list them all out. You could, but we don't want to. So n is 60. D equals, all right, what is my D value? Negative 6. It's going down by 6, so you gotta let D equal negative 6. All right, so A sub n, the 60th term, well, A sub n, the nth term, A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. And so we say A sub 60 equals A sub 1. What's my first term? It's an 11. Plus 60 minus 1. Put your D in parentheses so it doesn't look like you're subtracting it, because you could just go through there and accidentally subtract it in your calculator. All right, multiply then. That's what we're going down by. And so I get 11, I get plus negative, what is that, 354?
343.
354.
What?
Not,
I did it.
not the final answer.
Oh, never mind.
I think this is, and then 11 plus that should give me, this is what'd you say, Jordan?
343.
Negative 343. Okay. All right, that got us far enough. I cut this down in half. Hey, some of you need to make sure you keep up on this homework. You need these grades. Page 275, 16 through 30. Even. Did you guys play anybody last night?
No.
What do you got for me? I'm listening.
So N is gonna always equal N number. What number?